Greetings and salutations, good friends, and welcome to Blades in Paradise. My name is Dr. Winston Thoreau, and I will be your guide to the perils and pleasures of our paradise amidst the post-apocalyptic Pacific Northwest. Now, we'll get to the chicanery and shenanigans momentarily, but before we do, allow me to deliver some news. Blades in Paradise is an actual play podcast run in John Harper's Blades in the Dark. We are proud to have been selected for the Evil Hat Games Creator Program. Bard Rock Network is sponsored by Dragon Master Games. Visit DragonMasterGames.com for all your CCG, TCG, TTRPG, and miniature game needs. If you enjoy the stories we tell, you can tip us on Ko-fi or visit us at patreon.com/BardRockCafe. By sponsoring the network, you not only help us provide an ever-expanding library of shows, but gain access to bonus content, the network Discord, exclusive booster game nights, and roles on our booster bonus table. Now, without further delay, allow me to introduce you to my cohorts Lizzie, Sterling, and Max, the crew of ESPN. Enjoy.
Blades in Paradise is a dystopian story intended for adults. These stories intentionally address challenging topics that might not be suitable for all ears. This campaign includes content warnings for gun violence, child endangerment, animal cruelty, unintentional misgendering of a non-binary person, substance use, and graphic descriptions of injuries, including the eyes. Listener discretion is advised.
Good evening, Paradisians. I'm Lincoln National, and this is the Lantern News Network Nocturnal Transmission, shining a light on the important stories we want you to see. Our top story tonight, an update on this afternoon's broadcast. First and foremost, we here at Lantern News Network want to apologize for the interruption to our coverage of Paradise v. Franks. We here at Lantern News know that you rely on us for all of the day's events, and we failed to provide that information. For that, we are sorry. Earlier today, LNN reported Frank's innocence live on air. We're now here to shine a light on the incident that occurred after the verdict. Shortly after the trial concluded, Franks announced he would be returning to Lantern Corps, and as part of his return, ownership of ESPN would be transferred to Lantern Corps. Outraged at the lawful termination of their employment contracts, Maximilian Graves, Sterling Ackred, Elizabeth Calhoun, and Winston Thoreau attacked Franks viciously, but were immediately taken into custody before anything else.
Testing. Okay, I'm live. Hello again, listeners. The scene at the courthouse is absolute chaos. All camera footage in and around the Paradise City Court has gone blank. Press are being evacuated from the premises. There's strange gases billowing out of the windows. Medics and strange people in biohazard suits have been spotted pulling victims out. Though most ambulances seem to be going to the hospitals, at least 5 unidentified bodies have been carted off in the opposite direction. What really happened in the final moments of Franks v. Paradise? Why doesn't Lantern Corp want you to know about it? Just how deep does the rabbit hole go? I'm Liberty Mutual. The truth will set you free.
Greetings and salutations, dear friends. Wait, no, that's the other show. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Blades in Theme Parks. My name is Jim, and I'm going to be your game master for this evening. With me as, well, I guess one time previously, are my lovely players. Let's go around in Discord and introduce ourselves. Starting with, Queenie, it's you this time. You get to go first.
Nah, man, I don't like that. No, there's Max. I'm only at the top because I have my camera on.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you look at the Discord list, it is alphabetical, and Max is first, because Justin has not changed his name to reflect his character in this yet, because we are recording this above game. We're recording this in the middle of Campaign 1.
Do you want us to introduce ourselves and the character we're playing now?
Not you, because you're showing up in media res for the rest of us.
Okay, I'll go ahead and go first.
So introduce just yourself, Justin, and not whatever you're doing.
Fine. I'm Justin. I normally play Max. I'm not playing Max this time. Fun fact about me and all the voices I do, it's just my normal voice at different ages. They all eventually turn into Max.
Watching home movies must be very confusing for you.
So confusing.
Before I do my introduction, I would like to propose we call this series, since we're in Florida, Glades in Paradise.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's much better than Blades in theme parks. Yeah, Glades in Paradise is very good.
Hell
Glades
yeah.
in Paradise. Okay, retroactively Glades in Paradise.
Exactly. Alright, and that's my introduction. Though he might seem nice, he's gonna put these nut jobs on ice. I'm Paul, and I'm playing Fisher Price. A fun fact about Fisher is he collects and repairs Tamagotchi. But he fucking hates taking care of them, so he uses his tech skills to automate all the care tasks and sync them all, so he only has to focus on one of them, even though he has like 30. His favorite Tamagotchi is Kuchita Machi. That's the duck one.
Now, did you have to look up which one it was, or did you know that off the cuff?
I did not know that off the cuff. I did know it when I was of Tamagotchi raising age, circa 25, 30 years ago.
There.
You know, but like at the time Tamagotchis were in, I knew the name of that Tamagotchi. I had to look it up.
They did have a resurgence, I believe, during the pandemic because we did not have enough to worry about at the time.
Oh no, there's like a Tamagotchi app that's just for you taking care of yourself now. So like you get notifications you haven't drinking water and stuff.
That explains why my house is covered in poop emojis.
They've actually got backgrounds now on the little things.
So your Tamagotchi could be a noble, or it could be an urchin.
And my son wants one.
Or it could be a sage.
Yeah.
An acolyte.
Outlander.
Tamagotchi 5e, purchasable only at Gen Con.
A blacksmith.
All right, Queenie, now you're actually up.
Yay! Hi, I'm Queenie, and I'm playing Lane Danskin, the lurker of the group, all dressed in black and about to go running away. We'll see where to.
Question. Does she have a family member named Tony?
Boo!
I'm glad at least one person got it. The audience might not, but at least we did.
Riley.
Hi, I'm Riley, and pro tip, bring a new alias to every game, rest easy with 0 debt to your name. I'm playing player Tawny Wildcard, who changes her voice sometimes, so Riley's memory is not to blame.
Oh, I was supposed to be doing voices consistently all of campaign 1?
Bleh.
Oh shit. My apologies to our loyal audience and my players.
Consistency is overrated, despite... And the only consistency that matters is release schedule, apparently, in podcasting.
Oh no, don't tell me that. My other podcast is going to yell at me if you say that.
Which one? You've got like 4 of them going right now.
I am only a main participant in 2. At this time of recording.
Any that Philly's in.
We don't have to have consistent voices. We just have to come up with bullshit to justify that not being consistent.
Consistency is for porridge, not podcasting.
Justin was 25 minutes late tonight.
Hey, listen, this is a fiction-first system, okay? It's a fiction-first system.
Oh, so the fiction is that we consistently release things. Got it.
When we last left our heroes, Lane Danskin, Fisher Price, and Tawny Wildcard, colloquially known to the authorities as the Florida M.E.N, which is an acronym, although we have not quite learned what that acronym stands for yet, awoke in a strange location, bound at the wrists and ankles and not in the fun way, in a quiet-stayed room with only a dim fluorescent light to keep away the inky blackness. The team had been captured by the paramilitary arm of megacorporation Bastille Corps, and presented by General Dollar, head of Bastille Corps' paramilitary arm, with a choice. They could travel down to Nostalgia to recover an entity known as Walter, and bring him alive and well, or face life in captivity in Purgatory, a Bastille Corps prison colony. The Florida M.E.N set off for Nostalgia, explosives in hand. Fisher fixed a phone, allowing the Florida M.E.N to make a quick call to his former co-worker, Wendy. Wendy was a priestess of the retiree community, the tent city outside of Nostalgia. Wendy welcomed the Florida Men to her family with open arms and invited the team to the ceremony. She explained to the team that food and water were running low and then excused herself to perform. She hopped up onto the dais in front of a crowd full of people sitting on grass in lawn chairs eating popcorn. It was like a 4th of July festival right around fireworks time. She explained that Walter was alive in the before times and had returned to them and was intending to make the world once again the happiest place on earth. Walter had asked the community to make sacrifices to ensure the success of all, and from the side, 2 large men dragged a struggling figure dressed in a decrepit, dirty rabbit costume and held him against a large bronze statue. She plunged a knife into their chest, killing them instantly. Or it might have been ketchup, we weren't entirely certain on the details. After a brief argument over who was actually in charge of the party, Fisher volunteered to build a water filtration system for the team, and Lane offered to help find the cult some food. Wendy explained that the gangs inside the park, rather, the groups, are too busy competing for resources at the moment. They are frozen and canned items in the tunnels below, but there's too much competition right now and infighting to take the time to fix what they had built together as a team. In exchange for letting them into Walter's world, she insisted that the group return food to the cult out front. She radioed ahead, letting a man named Bill over in the danger zone know that they would soon be coming to meet him. One incredibly awkward 3.5-minute long hug later, the Florida Men went inside, only to be welcomed by hundreds upon hundreds of different Walters, all dressed in uniform and speaking as one. Using their blue-collar clipboard, Tawny convinced the Walters to lend them a golf cart to travel to the danger zone. The team drove through an impossibly tall forest at the entrance of the danger zone before finding themselves at the base of a large pirate ship. They called out for Bill when a 12-year-old boy walked up onto deck. And that's where we find ourselves now.
What fools ye be come to my ship today? No, really, what do you want?
Ahoy there, matey. We're here to fix your water supply. I'm told that your water purifiers need repairing. I be Captain Fisher Price of the SS Golf Cart. This be me crew.
Listen, you don't have to be patronizing to me right now. Just because I happen to be a pirate doesn't mean you have to speak down to me. I might look young, okay? I understand, but I'm an old soul, and I understand how things work around here. Besides, Wendy radioed ahead. Come up on deck.
Oh, awesome! I just thought it'd be fun to do the bit. Anyway, we're also the Florida Men. That is makes everyone nervous. Florida makes everyone nervous. That is our organization name.
You're damn right it does. Who be your friends?
This is Tawny and Lane.
Little Billy walks over to you and picks both of your hands up and gives them a quick smooch on the hand and says,
Enchanté.
How do you do, sir?
I be doing fine, but not as fine as ye be doing this evening.
Wow, that's uncomfortable.
No, you see, you don't understand. I may look like this, but I'm an old soul. I've been around for hundreds upon hundreds of years. My name's Billy Bootstraps. I'm a famous pirate around here. I'm on me, I think, 3rd cycle now.
Oh, the Billy Bootstraps. Whoa.
Oh, so you heard of me.
Hasn't everyone?
At that time, he kind of puffs his chest out a little bit and acts a little bit prouder about this. And
So step aboard me boat and I'll introduce you to the rest of me crew.
Alright, so visually, we were on the shore across from the boat. Is there a rope bridge? How do we get from the shore to this boat?
there is a series of velvet ropes which lead you through an intricate maze-like path surrounded by decor and thematically appropriate entertainment, at which point it brings you up a poop deck and onto a boarding bridge and onto the ship.
You know, that's on me. I was so immersed in the illusion of it being a pirate ship, I fucking forgot it was a theme park ride. That's on me. Paul, me, not Fisher.
No, I actually think that that's a very excellent character choice as well, so I would not have put that past.
Yeah, so I feel like at least one of us goes under or over the ropes, and Fisher's definitely walking through them very gingerly the entire thing, because in his mind he can't deviate from the laid out path. He's like, nope, I'll be there in 1 second, guys.
It'd be bad luck.
Exactly.
Lane goes under the ropes.
And how does Tawny approach the line that has no people in it?
Fisher's just like walking through them.
Yes, I'm walking through, like, there's this bit where Kevin Smith makes fun of, not Kevin Smith, Kevin James makes fun of, like, the bank, going to the bank when there's no one there and still going through the ropes. I'm doing that whole bit of, like, walking very slowly as if there's people in line, but, like, I confirm there's no one in the next spot. I take a couple of steps. I confirm there's no one in the next spot. I keep going a couple of steps. You know, and after a while, it's like, okay, I can go 3 or 4 persons distance before I have to check again. Like, it's just like, I'm clearly checking for people that aren't there. And Lizzie goes under the rope. No, that's bad luck. It'll attract the Fey folk.
I interpreted through the other way. Okay, that's fair. Then I'm gonna jump. If Lane's going under, I'm gonna go over.
No, you're all gonna attract the Fey folk. Have you no sense of self-preservation?
I do. The difference is the Fey folk and I are on good terms.
Paul, give me a survey roll.
Oh, hey, I have one in survey. Cool. That is a 6.
You believe that you see a shining, glimmering beacon off to the left, which you're not really certain quite what it could be, but there was some form of either explosion or spotlight that just popped up way off to the left.
Ah. See right there, and I point to the direction of the thing, like, the Fae, they see you all disobeying the rules and order meant to keep them away.
I jump over another rope in an attempt to cause another explosion.
I'm just ignoring it all and keep going.
And at this point, while I've been loudly announcing myself, I have progressed about 3/4 of the way through the rope maze.
Such a rule follower.
No, there's an internal logic to this, right? When you're superstitious, you follow rules that you... for the audience, we're all burst out laughing because Justin just flipped off his camera at us. But there's an internal consistency when you're a superstitious person who has a lot of strongly held, albeit not justified beliefs, where you have to do things a certain way or bad things will happen. You know, like, if there were cracks on the sidewalk that were not part of, like, the layout of the tiles, he would avoid stepping on them because he believes it will cause somebody to suffer back pain. That kind of thing. It's not that he's following the rules, it's that these are...
Why take the risk, right?
Exactly.
At this point, Billy's come back up on the deck and he goes, "Would ya
Fucking hurry up already and get up here.
And as we know, children swearing is like the cutest thing you've ever seen.
Yeah.
And Lane's at the door waiting on him.
I get there and there's like a cardboard cutout of a pirate with a flag that's like there for you to take pictures with, and I go, "Hello there, sir. Pleasure to meet you." And I'm just talking to the cardboard sign for like a minute. Man, this guy's not much for words. Anyway, a pleasure to meet you, sir. And I just keep going.
All right, come down. You'll sit with my crew. You'll tell me why you're here, and we'll get you on your way. I don't have much to offer you other than some knowledge and a little bit of history, maybe a map, maybe safe passage through the danger zone off to where you might decide you would like to go next. If you need some help, I can send maybe one of my kind with you. So come on down. So he brings you down the stairs into a what would normally be a staging area for a theme park ride. So you do see a set of cars ready to get ready to go in deeper into the ride, off to the right behind you. But on the main area laid out, there is a large oaken table, which is kind of surprising to think about how they possibly got that down there. And it's laid out with what would normally be a rather large spread. There are some beautifully crafted dishes, some beautifully crafted goblets. However, the spread itself is actually fairly empty, as we know, there's a problem with food and water in the park right now. Captain Billy sits at the head of the table, puts his feet up on the table, and proceeds to say, "So, Wendy sent you down here thinking that you could possibly help us all. And it's very hard to not slip into Irish when you're trying to talk like a pirate." One of the things that you do notice is a rather large and imposing child
that happens to be standing behind Captain Billy, who you notice immediately as you walk in. And Justin, why don't you take this opportunity to introduce your character?
So by large and imposing, only a couple of inches taller than Captain Billy.
Exactly.
So.
He's big for his age. It's fine.
There's nothing that says you couldn't be large.
I hit a growth spurt. So obviously my clothes are not fitting very well. Hi, my name is Bristol Myers, and my friends call me Two Deals, and if they can't pronounce that right, it's Toodles, which I hate. Anyway, so I'm 12 years old. I am going to play the playbook of the Cutter, and he has a pair of unlaced combat boots, high water pants on that are an olive green and a little tight, so they're almost skinny jeans on him. But he keeps them up with a pair of leather bracers or suspenders, if you will, and that is over a very nicely kept vest, which is a pinstripe vest, and he wears a bowler hat with a single green feather in it. And his hands are wrapped in white bandages up to the from the knuckles to the elbows, and he's just standing there. And he goes, "Okay, so hi, my name's Bristol, and I guess, man, you guys are old. Hey, boss, what are we doing here? I know I'm supposed to stand behind you and look all mean and everything, but
Well, Two Deals. This is right here, everyone. This is Two Deals. He's the rough and scrappy scoundrel of the group. He is here to make sure that everything goes according to plan. Because
all right. So here's the deal: if they don't do what we ask, then we can and then eat them, right? But here's the other deal: does that make us cannibals? I mean, I know we are living from mouth to foot, as it were, but
it depends. Is this Lord of the Flies rules, or is this Yellow Jackets rules?
Are those books? You know, I can't read.
I'm not sure. Anyways, Wendy has sent some rather unsavory characters down to meet us before, and so I have to make sure everyone stays nice and safe here.
All right. Well, here we go then. Here's the deal, guys. And he cracks his neck and his shoulder a little bit. First, we can do this the hard way, or we can do it the easy way. And here's the deal. If you do it the easy way, then it's less painful. So, as he puts on a couple of knuckle dusters on each hand.
Poodles, that was your name, right? Poodles? I think you're confused.
It's Two Deals.
I'm sorry, but I think you're confused. We aren't here under your coercion. We came here to help you, so there's only the easy.
Yeah, so what are you doing to help us?
Wendy said you guys had some water purifiers. I'm an engineer. I can fix the water purifiers. I have the tools and parts, and I hold up my big duffel bag full of tools and parts. You just need to...
neat.
Yeah, you just need to get me to the water purifier system, and I'll just... I have the parts. I can replace the filters. I can make some updates, make sure everything's hooked up all right, and then you guys have clean water.
Oh.
And then you have something to trade the other factions in the park for food.
Oh, did you see the big mountain off in the distance?
I feel like we did last session.
That's where the water filtration system is. So, I'm gonna give you two choices here. You can start by helping us with food, or you can start by helping us with water. You see, once upon a time, the people of this place, this park here, they all lived in harmony. They worked together, as they did in the before times, to make sure this place ran as smooth as a silk scarf. And once Walter arrived and he brought those Lantern Corps folks with him, things began to change. As soon as Walter set up shop at the top of the castle, you could feel it in the air, smell it in the sea, and see it in the street. It's the generators, which up to that point had been mostly self-sufficient. They failed and exploded, killing a few of the cast, and we lost all access to all of our electricity.
Yeah, the streets ran brown that day.
Yeah.
I can help you with the generators too. I'm an engineer, and I hold up my bag of generic parts and tools.
No, the electricity returned about a week later. We didn't know how or why, but then we met the folks from Lantern Corps. They let us know they were just here to watch Walter and make sure he was safe, but they weren't going to cause us no harm or interfere in running the park none. They were entirely self-sufficient. They turned the power back on, and as long as they were there, everything was going to run fine. But after that, that's when the water turned foul. So, a group from the before times managed to rig together the filtration system up in the wastelands, the one that you're here to fix, and that broke about a month ago. We gathered a group together, we were going to head up and fix it ourselves, but Mr. Rogers wouldn't let us in.
Yeah, he was just. I mean, I even brought my own tool. And I hold up this enormous monkey wrench that, like, it's a two-hander.
Oh, I got one of those. I like twinsies, and I hold up my giant wrench.
Nice. Yours is shinier than mine. Can I have it?
We can do a tradesy if you want. Do you want to do a tradesy?
Well, I mean, I can take it from you. So here's the deal. Either you let me have it, or the other deal is I take it.
Or how about this? How about we skip to the part where I just help you all? It sounds like you have what can you tell me more about the food problem? I just completely changed the subject.
Oh, the food problem. So the food gets delivered once a week down in the tunnels, it's the utility tunnel system. You'll have to head down there in order to go ahead and get that. The tunnels that are down below, they were built for the cast to travel back and forth without being seen. It ruins the immersion, that's what they always say. They make deliveries, they run the trash, it's any type of repairs that need to get done. It's how you get back and forth without people knowing that you're ever there, because God forbid that you try to help a person.
Yeah, but it's creepy.
The deliveries never stopped coming. Not since the before times. Once a week, as if they're automated, and something somewhere never stopped. But when Walter moved in, a group of cast members, you know, those ones that wear the costumes, they grabbed everything they could and fled down to the tunnels. Set up shop near the main food stores, and they claimed it as their own instead of what it had always been, a gift to all of us who came before. First they engaged with us, they traded and bartered, but that ended quickly. Something wasn't right done.
Oh, all right, okay. Florida M.E.N, huddle.
Huddle.
And I just kind of grab and pull everyone to the side, except for Bristol, who's not technically part of the team yet. And, you know, we're talking like the hushed, like just 1 second. We're trying to figure out which thing we should prioritize for you all. We're making sure we help you best. And I just kind of hold up one finger, like, you know, just, you know, privacy. I think we should do the food thing. I think that'll get us closer to our objective.
We could always divide and conquer.
Sounds good, lady.
We could, but we aren't we aren't actually here to fix the water, so
Sure.
let's just we only need to cooperate as far as it gets us to the place we're trying to get, and the tunnel sound like gets us closer.
Hey, boss.
Yes, 2 deals.
Do you think the one named Fisher tastes like fish?
That would be a thing now, wouldn't it? If you tasted like the thing you were named after.
Right?
Hey, is one of your friends named Chocolate?
No, sadly, no. You know, I have a friend that was a clown. He probably tasted funny.
I don't get it.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Why would a clown taste funny?
I taste like sweat.
Like, has he been dead for a while? Did he spoil?
I think it might be all of that makeup, actually.
Wouldn't you just wash that off before you ate him? I don't...
Oh, no. After before times, there's a lot more lead-based products in the paint and probably seeped into his skin and muscle.
A historical joke.
Yeah, you made me have to take it dark real fast, guys. It was already a joke about cannibalism. It couldn't get much darker.
All right, have you made a decision?
Yeah, we're gonna help you with the food problem first.
I mean, I'm good with that. I'm hungry.
All right, well, here's a map of the tunnels. If you notice, you're down here in the danger zone, and up north, beneath the place where you do not go, That's where they've set up shop. Now, these costume folks, they've changed a little bit. They've kind of recessed back into how they dress. With most of them, you can't really tell now where the costume ends and where the man begins. So it's going to be very, very dangerous down there.
I don't envy you guys. Going down there? Ooh, I avoid it at all costs.
2 deals.
Terrifying.
You're going with them to make sure they come back with the food.
I'm doing what now?
You're going down into the tunnels with the Florida Men to make sure that they come back with the food.
Oh, well, here's the deal. I could do that, and sure, that would probably help them out. Or I could stand guard, just in case any of those weirdos come out of the tunnels and try to eat you.
That's okay, we've got guards down there. I appreciate you offering to help out. I know 1 or 2 of them could use a shift break, but I think that you'd be much better off punching things that get in their way.
Alrighty, boss. If you say so, you know best, I guess. Oh boy.
I know I can always rely on you 2 deals.
Yeah.
I tell you what, you can take the first portion off the heap as your you can be first pick at the litter to decide what you'd like.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm usually able to do that anyway because I just toss everybody, but okay. It'd be nice to not have to work for it for a change. Yeah.
Turkey leg or Dole Whip, it's your choice.
Ooh. Well, the Dole family died out a few years ago.
I like how the idea of a pineapple just perished with them.
I assumed we were going back to cannibalism. Is what I assumed we were going.
I did too.
That's where I went to.
But if that be the case, oranges and bananas died with them too.
Yeah, no, they were like dying out in the before time, like the between times. Like,
All fruit.
So they just hoarded all of the oranges and bananas and weren't giving them out, and they lost genetic diversity in the crop, and that's why there aren't oranges, pineapples, or bananas anymore.
Just one amalgamation fruit. Frankenfruit.
But I feel like the Dole Whip is it's like a frozen thing, and because it's loaded with preservatives, there's probably still Dole Whip, even though the Dole family died 3 generations ago. Not to take the DM seat over, but that's my logic. There's still Dole Whip. Also, do they have those little ice cream pops that are covered in chocolate and with vanilla ice cream in them that's like the shape of the mascot?
Well, of course they do.
That's much better than the Dole Whip.
He hops up on the table and holds a broadsword to your throat and yells, "Blasphemy!"
I pull out from my side of my belt a plunger, and I brandish it against him.
Roll skirmish.
Oh, I have a die on that. Cool.
Shall I roll as well?
That's a 5, by the way.
Depends on how he does.
Let's see how this plays out.
It's a 5.
Yes.
You deflect the sword with the handle of the plunger and hop up onto the table, and you have an elaborate 2-minute-long hook-style sequence where one of you're Robin Williams to my Rufio.
Oh, I seen that coming so far away. Dante
Bosco.
Dante Bosco? Yeah, I thought that's
Yes.
what that was. Yeah.
And you're Robin Williams.
God, that's a deep cut. Now you can roll skirmish 2 deals.
Oh, man. We used to call him Zuko back in the day. I don't know why.
You know, it's weird, because all the different parts of this park worked in harmony until the cast members attacked, so...
The Furry Nation attacked.
The Furry Nation, there we go.
Found it. We found it exactly right there.
So is this path in the tunnels full of all the furries called Furry Road?
You're making me Mad Max.
No, wrong. Not that character's
wrong
not
podcast.
present.
Shit.
Yep.
Yep, that was Paul that said that.
Usually you'd be right, though.
It seems like a lot, but it's not that far. You just have to be careful because there's a lot of raw sewage and you're not quite sure who could be coming down into the tunnels after you. The lights...
Like, a lot of
The
raw
lights
sewage.
don't work particularly well most of the time, and...
So much.
Is this tunnel, like, golf cart accessible?
Unfortunately, we can't get your golf cart up onto the ship and then down into the bowels, so no.
Where most of the poop is. That's why they call it a poop deck.
You got this double-wide picnic table in here, but not a golf cart.
Well, it comes apart.
Yeah, what are we going to take the golf cart apart and put it back together?
I pull out my wrench.
No, time is of the essence. We need to get down to the tunnels now. Or you could roll sway. That's your other option. I shouldn't.
Here's the deal. We got to go
I
now,
shouldn't just know by
or the other deal is roll.
Do I have to be the one to roll sway? My person with 0 sway? Is there something I can ask? Can I have, like, Tawny step in and try and sway them? Tawny, help me out here.
Bunch of tough guys like you. Come on. Don't give me that.
You're not trying to convince me. I mean, I don't even want to go.
Don't you want it to be easier if you go?
How fast does it go?
If it's a golf cart, so
Fast.
probably like 15 miles an hour.
Up to 25.
I
Slightly
think I
faster
can-
than our running speed. That's basically it. Yeah, a golf cart goes slightly faster than the average human male can run. Ever so slightly.
Not
They
exactly
will actually
average.
go up to 40 miles an hour.
12-year-old.
Certainly faster than I want to walk.
Exactly. Yeah, it goes at least 4 times Bristol's running speed.
Tawny, give me a sway roll.
I mean, if it can go faster than Michael Phelps back in the 2024 Olympics, whew.
Wait, are we swimming? I mean, like, it's not an... like, why are we using Michael Phelps as a reference for, like, driving a golf cart? Shouldn't it be Usain Bolt?
So much raw sewage.
You may not get the golf cart back up if you bring it down, is what we're trying to let you know.
Oh, that is the problem of whoever lent the golf cart to us.
Well said, friend. That was a 4.
With a mixed success, all right, if you can get it taken apart in, we'll call it an hour, we can take the cart, I guess. Go ahead and when you're ready to go, let me know, and I'll have my crew bring you down to the tunnels.
Can I really quick on my way out to the golf cart roll survey to see if there's any salvageable parts for a quick tune-up for this thing available in all of these scraps?
Yeah, of course.
All right, as I have 1 in survey, I'm going to push myself.
Go for it.
That is a 4 and a 5. So a 5 is the number I'll take.
You notice that attached to a animatronic robot is a large container of nitrous oxide.
Cool. Are there also, like, some rotary blades, perchance?
Some rotary saw blades. Yeah, sure. Let's say that there are some rotary saw blades attached to the wall, is basically made for, just tchotchkes, the decorations.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to salvage those. I'm going to go out to the cart, and I want to do is I will roll Tinker to disassemble it, and also, when I reassemble it, modify it so that it is partially aquatic, using the rotary blades as a propulsion system. I'm going to push myself again for that, so I have 3 die in Tinker and not 2. That is a 6. 651 for clarification.
You manage to take the cart apart to the extent that the young strapping pirates are able to bring the cart up to where it needs to go and get it downstairs into the tunnel and give you the opportunity to put it back together. There is also now a rotary blade on the back of it, which now basically made makeshift. I wasn't quite sure what you were referencing before.
Like a propeller, like on a boat.
You took 2 wooden oars off the wall, slapped them together, made a makeshift motor for it, and now, as provided someone can pedal it properly, you can propel the cart in water. But it's going to require some form of manual propulsion.
Are you trying to motorboat this thing?
Absolutely. Who's the biggest and strongest out of us? I look at the child.
We all look at the child.
The child who mechanically is the muscle.
Like he single hands this like 2-person wrench.
Hey, the adult
What?
actually does have some in Skirmish and Wreck also.
Right. I don't think you actually have to roll skirmish wreck to do it. I just like the idea of, well, he's supposed to be the muscle, so obviously he's the physically fit
Yeah.
one. There's not a mechanical, like, it sounds like any one of us mechanically can pedal a pedal boat.
Yeah.
You're in what appears to be the bowels of an auditorium or a baseball stadium, like any type of large operation. The walls are concrete and they are painted with a distinct color to signify where in the park that you are at. Above you are a series of long and clear pneumatic tubes that are constantly pushing pieces of trash and debris through them towards an outside location. Essentially, anything that goes in and into the park has to get out, so it has to go out through those tubes. Little Billy and his crew don't come down into the bowels with you. They stay on the stairs and they wish you luck and say, it's two deals. We wish you the best, and if we don't see you again, it's been an honor to serve with you. And they head up down on their way. You have your map. You know the area that you're trying to head to. How would you like to progress?
All right, here's the deal. I don't like this. I don't like being underground. I don't like you. The other deal is, I don't think any of you can make me go, so I'm really considering just letting you go by yourselves.
I just would like to put a hand on Bristol's shoulder and say, you're right, I can't make you go. And I just kind of like pull back my my lab coat to reveal I have a grenade in my belt and just rest my thumb on it. Yeah, as the artificer of the group, I just have in my inventory grenades.
Oh, you suck. Okay. So you're just about on the level of crazy that I am, I think. So, yeah, old timer.
I point to my tinfoil hat with an unnecessarily long tinfoil antenna.
What is the necessarily long antenna size?
Whatever you're imagining is like a normal tinfoil hat antenna, add 20% to it.
So glad I asked.
Like, whatever you think it is longer.
An indecent amount of foil.
Yes. I needed extra good reception to contact the aliens.
I like if it's for contact, not for keeping them out.
No, you keep out the government and you let the aliens in. That's how it typically works.
There you go.
Yes, of course.
Don't you know nothing?
Tinfoil has changed over the years. It can do anything.
But in order to do that, you need the tinfoil and the weed.
Actually, that's the thing, you all. It actually is not you think it's the aliens. I tell people it's the aliens because people don't believe me. It's actually the fucking vampires.
Vampires?
Oh, yes, vampires. That sounds real.
No, you wouldn't believe it. Our government is secretly run by vampires.
Vampires. You mean the guys that wear all black and they're really hard to see sometimes and they yell a lot, especially at sporting events?
Wait.
Sporting events? That's a different kind of vampire. That's a baseball vampire.
Oh. Well, I know there are bats involved.
Yeah, that's why people get confused. No, completely different kind of vampire.
Speaking of bats, as you stand there, a flock of bats flies towards you, overhead making a loud and raucous noise. The underground smells deeply of rotted food and, to be frank, feces. Basically, there has been a leak in a sewage pipe somewhere that has not been fixed for God knows how many years.
Oh, so much poop.
There is so much poop, and nobody knows where it's coming from because this place has not been particularly populated. You can only see probably about 50 to 75 yards down the tunnel before the lights start to grow too dim to be able to see any further.
Excuse me, you let us bring down a golf cart? We have headlights.
That is true. Roll survey. Anyone who would like to.
Does anyone have better than my 1 point?
I got 1.
I don't like that I'm asking this, but how fresh is the shit?
I mean, the smell is potent, so you would It's not the kind of smell that is like, oh, there's like an animal that pooped. That's not that kind of smell. It's the kind of smell there has been it has been through a processing pipe and has been sitting in water and just has been out for a long time.
I'm just imagining like a porta-john that was used for an event, and then they didn't get around to, like, the event was on Friday night. The company's picking it up, doesn't work weekends, so they came for it Monday morning.
Exactly. No, it is a hot day, and you are at a chili cook-off.
Nice and tepid.
This is a stew at this point. It's a very fragrant stew. So yeah, another reason why I don't like being down here. If you start seeing ripples that aren't ours,
Throw you towards it? Got it.
Anyway, Bristol, start pedaling.
Wait,
Yep.
doesn't this thing have wheels?
Jim turned it into a pedal boat when I modified it. That was on Jim. Yeah, it theoretically had an engine, but apparently we have to pedal it.
The engine still works. It's just if you would like to do it, the engine is not going to run your makeshift.
Oh, okay. Is the sewage like light enough we can still run the tires?
Yeah,
right
you
now?
can. You haven't hit the point where there's going to be an option.
Okay, cool. Never mind. I pushed the accelerator on the cart, and like it starts going.
Would anyone like to roll a survey before they head down the hallway?
Anyone have a better survey than me? I only have 1 point.
I got 1 point, but I can push myself. I rolled a 6.
Oh, okay, perfect. On a 6, you've turned the headlights on the golf cart, and you see a large duck in a t-shirt with no pants on look at you in abject horror. As much horror as a mascot head can demonstrate anyway, and it runs off down the hallway and takes a sharp left.
I think we're faster than the duck.
Question.
Yes.
Does it have the webbed feet?
Yes.
So it's making some splash.
It is kicking up sewage every time it steps forward. This duck it normally would be a white duck, but based off of its travels down here is mottled and spattered with various colors and patterns, almost as if it is a pollock.
How far away from us would you say this duck was before it started running?
About 75 yards.
Okay, 75 yards.
It reacted to the lights coming on the cart.
All right, cool. And we established that a golf cart's top speed is what, 25, 40 miles per hour?
Top speed's 40.
How did we go from 15 to 40?
I was estimating 15. The Queen started naming numbers.
I have RV campgrounds around here, and they use golf carts, including my aunt and uncle.
Most human beings cap out running speed about 9 miles an hour if they're fit. This guy's in a fucking duck suit. I would like to run him the fuck over with the golf cart.
Florida highway safety and motor vehicles, golf carts are considered low-speed vehicles. That means they are capped at 25 miles per hour.
That is still 3 times faster than this guy.
That is still, you are right, that is still 3 times faster than this guy. However, will reduce the amount of damage you do.
I'm not looking to kill him, I'm looking to stop him from alarming people. I think we said driving
Yeah,
was
give me finesse.
it was Tinker when I had you and Lizzie roll to drive the hot dog mobile, if we want to be consistent.
If you want to hit him with the car, though, I'm going to have you roll finesse.
Okay, I have a point in finesse.
Just because you want to aim it. It's more the aiming than it is the actual action of operating.
No, I got you. It's a 4.
On a mixed success, you clip the duck right in the hip and send it spinning off into the wall. But in doing so, you also break the headlamp on the right side of the cart, allowing the duck to scatter away in the darkness.
Oh shit, he got back up at his feet pretty good for being clipped by a 25-mile-an-hour vehicle.
That's why I keep telling you guys, these weirdos that live down here, they've been down here for like a generation or so. They're mutating. They're getting weird.
Oh, I recognize that character. Yeah, that's the character the monsters in the Wasteland are based off of. His name is Mother Ducker.
Do we have to try to turn the golf cart around in here to follow, or...?
Now, here's the question. I only used my action economy. Does anyone want to do anything before this guy splatters off? Because, in theory, I was driving while we're hitting him.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering if we have to turn around. Like, should I jump off and run after him?
Can I throw a knife at him?
Ooh.
All right, I didn't like you guys first, but now I'm starting to warm up to you.
Enjoy what you're hearing? Rate us on your favorite podcatcher. Reviews on platforms like Apple, Spotify, or Good Pods help new listeners find our content. It's a completely free way to support the show. Thanks for listening.
Don't tell me you haven't checked out Bard Rock Cafe yet. I would say it's not the end of the world, but I don't know if that's true for us. After a meteor crashed into our tavern and holy magic stopped working, weird stuff started happening all around us. Stuff I certainly don't know how to explain. Turns out, something is destroying entire planes throughout the universe. And we, of course, are the only ones who can stop it. That would be stressful enough if we weren't getting our hands turned into eggs, acquiring sudden constant amnesia, or disappearing entirely, or having our arms turned to flippin' iron, or whatever, while we're trying to accomplish literally anything. Can our heroes save the day? Can we? I don't know. Find out on Bard Rock Cafe, wherever you find your favorite podcasts.
First, give me a survey to see if you saw where they spun off to now that your light source has been diminished.
I still got a 5.
On a 5, you see a spattering of blood head off to the right. Mother Ducker has pivoted and is heading back down the opposite way. You can have a good understanding of where you need to throw your knife, yes.
And I do have a pair of dark sight goggles that I can put on. Be able to see a little bit better. I rolling finesse or wreck.
All right.
To throw a knife.
Like night vision goggles, right?
I would go finesse here to throw a knife. Actually, roll hunt. That's hunt is the actual
hunt is the ranged attack roll.
I'm pushing myself so I don't have a disadvantage.
You're not Lizzie anymore.
No, I'm not.
Is it too late to give a bonus die by pushing?
I have not rolled yet, so...
No, you can always give a help action by, you just stick your finger out. They're right over there.
I was wondering if, I have burglary gear as part of my load. Might that include a flashlight?
But of course.
Awesome, that gives me 2.
We're little hand crank guys.
I got a 6! And a 2.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
On a 6, you throw your knife, and the blade finds purchase directly in the back of the duck, who you see with your night vision goggles fall to its knees with a loud making a sound not entirely human.
I don't think that was human at all.
Well, it was a duck.
Oh no, this is what we call mutants. Because I'm pretty sure they're mutants. I think they mutated to be partially the animal that they are, probably from some sort of contamination in your food and water supply that they've been oversaturating themselves to.
Oh, like what Mom used to feed me.
Oh, I got the impression that you never knew your mother.
Oh yeah, she's a lovely lady. She lives in Des Moines.
Ah.
I don't have a sad backstory. I just decided to go live with the pirates one day.
Y'all had that coming.
I'm not Max.
That's the twist in this dystopian hellscape. Somehow this child with no parental supervision actually does have a parent just several states over, and it's like, oh yeah, no, have fun on your Pokemon journey, kiddo.
Exactly.
No Shadow the Edge dog. Alright, so there is a duck down on their knees over to the right.
Are they still alive?
They are moving, however, they are moving. They're just crawling on their hands and knees.
I'm gonna work on fixing this headlight. You all go round up the Mother Ducker over there.
I want to see if it's a costume or not.
Go finish off the guy you started murdering. I'm gonna fix the headlight. Also, like maybe he's interrogatable. Maybe he has like some sort of intelligence or tools we can use. Either go interrogate him or murder him and take his shit. I'm fixing the headlight.
You know, I was just playing the tough guy because I'm a couple inches taller than the rest of the gang, and they look to me to be the tough, but I'm actually kind of a pacifist. You guys are a little crazy.
We were told these things would do us a murder. This is life or death situation. We're not letting him tell his friends to come murder us.
Like they have friends.
I go up with another one of my knives and just slice his throat.
You go and you insert your knife into where you believe its throat. Where do you insert your knife? Into
the mascot's throat, or where you think the dude inside the mascot's throat is?
Where the mascot's throat is.
Completely missing his head.
His head is well below that, so he's just running around without a mascot head.
You dig into the fabric of the costume and proceed to decapitate the creature with your blade. Removing its head, you see a scared young girl, probably no older than 25. She's dirty and she is covered in filth, and she has an obvious look of pain upon her face.
Can I tell about where the knife I threw is in her body?
Between her shoulder blades.
Can I push it in anymore?
If you would like to.
I mean, she's probably already
I've
dying.
murdered this person.
Yeah,
Can I murder her more?
No, she's not.
I mean, if
she's
you're
not
just-
dead yet. At this point, it's a mercy.
If you're just looking to finish her off, you're more than welcome to. I kind of just said that other stuff more for flavor, if I'm being...
I'm just trying to put her out of her misery.
Yeah, like, you're the one who's like, oh, hey, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like, we have good intel now that they might still be human in there and just maybe fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It made it sound like they were actually mutated inside the suits and we were killing monsters. Now we know.
You put the knife deep into her shoulder blades, and she stops moving. She falls to the ground, face down in filth and in fluid, and is far away from her family and friends and everyone that she knew, and all she was doing was trying to do her clan a service.
Wow, you guys are mean.
Billy told us that they were going to do us a murder. We were murdering them first. It was called self-defense.
Why did we bring this nerd?
I kind of agree with the nerd, though.
Florida does have a stand and defend law, so that's... Stand your ground.
And I own a black flag.
It does.
Yeah. Do I have to roll Tinker to reach into my bag and pull out a somewhat compatible light bulb?
No, you do have to answer a question, though. How
Okay.
many Florida men does it take to change a light bulb?
3.
One, but it specifically has to be me because I'm the one who's got the permit to do it.
Why 3?
Because there's 3 of us.
And another one to supervise. There's 4 of us, isn't there?
1 to hold the light bulb and 2 to spin him around.
There you go. Thank you.
2 deals is the supervisor.
Okay, so you have successfully solved my mascot problem.
I solved a mascot problem by doing a murder.
It's typically how most TTRPG players solve things, by murder. You have 2 options at this point. You can head down towards the right and head over towards the before times, or you can head to the left down towards the place you shall not go, at which point you would then be closer to the main location where all of these mascots are living.
Now, I have a question for you, Jim.
Yes.
So, I'm looking at this map, right?
Yes.
And our goal is to get into or around the castle, right? That's our actual goal.
Your goal is to find Walter, and you believe he is under the castle, correct?
All right, cool. So the reason I ask is the way this is laid out. I'm pretty sure because I've been to the place this map is based on.
Yes.
That big purple line across the center looks like it goes directly under the castle.
It does.
Where are we in relation to that big purple line that goes underneath our target?
You are near the break area in between the danger zone and the wasteland.
Am I the only one having trouble every time he says danger zone?
Because you
trying to keep from saying
so-
danger zone.
That was the joke we made, actually. Like, it wasn't originally danger zone, it was like danger land. Like, no, it's the danger zone.
Danger zone.
And I would like to navigate us towards underneath the castle.
Okay, so which direction are you turning? Are you turning to the left or to the right?
The duck tried going to the right, correct?
No, the duck originally tried going to the left, and then once you clipped it, it tried running off in the opposite direction.
I'm feeling right. I feel like left is where its friends are, and it was going to them. Right feels like it was a survival instinct to get the fuck out of us. So I feel like we go right to avoid conflict with the other mascot people.
The mascot people, a TTRPG coming to you.
Yeah, the mascot people, they just do the YMCA song, but in theme park mascot outfits.
Does Evil Hat listen to the show?
Let's hope not.
I think they actually probably do.
Hey, Evil Hat, that's our idea.
Patent pending, patent pending, patent pending.
At the time of recording, they are still our sponsor.
At the time of recording,
Are we in the north, south, east, or west of the map? Like, use cardinal directions.
You're on the east.
Or we're in the east.
You're on the east. You can either head north to where all of the food stores are, or you can head to the south where would be underneath where the Walters were.
Let's go south, where the Walters are.
So I know I'm the new guy. I'm supposed to be your, I don't know, bodyguard, but, when are we gonna get to the food?
Oh, see this, and I pull out the map and I see like they are probably holed up in this junction here because that's the access point. And I pointed the northeast corner. We're gonna go under. See here that line that goes through from south to north. We're gonna go in there to catch them by surprise. So maybe we can bypass them.
Right. I can't read.
Give me a opposing sway versus
Attune, probably. Because attune is kind of like for reading people.
Or consort.
We don't use consort for anything. It feels like it could be used for this.
yeah, why not? Either consort or survey is fine. Yeah, no, yeah, that's okay. So it's either consort or survey because survey is actually an insight skill. So he's using your insight against your resolve.
Oh, insight skill. Okay. All right. Well, I rolled 2 3s with sway, so it's definitely a 3. So unless Bristol rolls less than a 3. 2. Yeah.
You think that he is telling you the truth, that he is trying to get a shortcut and get the jump on the mascot folk.
All right, but if we get near food, I've had the rumblies in my tumbly for a while, and right now I'm thinking that the only thing that can satisfy them are hands, and yours are looking kind of meaty.
Is there any actual duck meat in this mascot costume? Again, Jim described this as we don't know where the mascot costume ends.
I was gonna pull a mom thing and be like, "Oh, well, here, sweetheart," and hand you a bag of chips.
You're not my mom.
Okay, then I won't give you these chips.
My mom is lovely, and her name is Mary Jane, and she lives in Des Moines, and she's happily married to my father, whose name is Dad, because I never actually learned his real name before I ran out. But yeah, and they promised to keep my pet canary, and my pet canary's name is True Deals.
Aw.
You do have a sad backstory.
But my point still stands. You don't want this bag of chips then, 2 deals?
Yeah, okay.
you were distracted long enough by the offer of potato chips and thoughts about your mom that Fisher's able to turn the car right down the hallway. As you take a right, you see the colors of the walls change from an orange to a bright lime green. You hear a quick thud as you drive over the body of the woman that you just brutally murdered, and then hit a splash as you go back down into the sewage. As you head down into the next hallway, you start to see sprays of water come out of sewer water on the floor. First, they're far off in the distance, little spatters, little drops of water, and then they start to get bigger and bigger the closer that you approach.
I'm not liking this, guys.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And as we're approaching, and I just kind of ease to a stop as we see that, so we can survey the situation, possibly literally. And I reach into my bag and I pull out what appears to be 4 random parts, and I snap them together, and I insert a plunger into what appears to be a Nerf gun that shoots plungers. And just in case.
I'll take a survey roll from whoever would like to give me one.
I got a 4.
On a 4, you can see that some form of foreign object is hitting the water and causing a spray to fly off in that direction. And it's happening pretty consistently. Every once in a while, there'll be some larger objects that cause a bigger splash, but there's something that's coming down from the ceiling and just sending it flying off into the distance.
I pointed out to the rest.
Does it look like some kind of machine?
It looks to be. You can't really tell based off of with a 4. All you can tell is that there's some debris that's coming down from the ceiling and it's landing in the water at a pretty steady pattern.
I would like to try and angle the headlights to get a better look at it.
To pick the golf cart up, that is going to be...
There's 4 of us. I feel like it's just a matter of patience.
Yeah, that's fair. You angle the golf cart up and you see that the pneumatic tubes that are delivering the trash are what are releasing what appear to be fairly sizable stones or pieces of debris down into the water below.
Yeah, that's what my dad was doing when I left.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. He told me he loved me, but it came out more like, love you, kid. Go make a name for yourself. Oh, God.
I can't!
What a life you've lived.
Sorry, but I normally try to keep my giggles to a quiet thing, but Justin being you...
Okay, so it's just the pipe dropping trash, right? At least we could just drive around it by kind of sticking around the edge from where it's dripping stuff in.
You believe it to be just the pipe dropping trash down, correct?
Drive around it.
Yeah, just kind of hug the wall, because it sounds like it's dripping in the center or a side. Just go to whatever side it's not on.
The closer you get to this area, the faster the debris starts to fall. It starts to come in spurts. First, 1, then 3, then 5, then larger and larger pieces of debris. The faster you go,
just like my dad,
the faster the trash comes. The closer you go, the larger the amount of debris comes.
Taking the flashlight from Tawny, can I follow that pneumatic tube, see where it ends?
I mean, they're flowing throughout the entirety of the complex, so they're, in theory, it's a full closed loop system that is everywhere throughout the entire tunnel.
My knowledge of Susan tells me what we should do.
Lane.
Damn it, I keep forgetting Queen's character name.
Lane Danskin.
Lane, do you see any sort of release valve? We can maybe a pressure valve we can just turn and kind of shut the tubes off. It'll fuck up everything in the park, but we can deal with that later.
Using my goggles and the flashlight, can I see some kind of a turnoff valve?
You see that the tube is moving. It is angling itself towards your cart as you are starting to approach.
Ah, tube is alive.
Something else my dad said.
I have light climbing gear. Would that include a rope?
Of course it would.
Can I try and lasso that tube and like tie it to the wall or another tube so it doesn't move?
Pull it down, something.
Yeah, give me a finesse roll.
That's awesome. Good thinking.
I'm pushing myself for an extra die on this. Oh yeah, 6 and a 1.
So you toss your lasso, you spin it above your head with the aid of your night vision goggles, are able to perfectly land the loop around the pipe and tug it off to the left and tie it off, allowing the cart to pass by. As you begin to approach, you hear the of whirring servos trying to pull the tube back to aim and fire at you, but as the tube is unable to do so, you're able to get by clean as a whistle without being pelted by debris. You head slightly further down the tunnel, and you start to hear the chimes of a Victrola echoing down the hallway. In old-timey, some piano, some violin, it's playing softly. Dun 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 dun. Almost as if it's like a
I hear this tune in my nightmares.
waltz that you've never heard before. Slowly, the dark, poorly illuminated area that you were once in begins to start glowing green as, one by one, specters, ghosts, dressed in fine Victorian garb, women in beautiful, long, ankle-length dresses with dressage, and men with ascots and pocket squares and waist-length coats, fancy hats and canes and monocles, are all dancing the waltz around you. They begin to surround your car, appearing in greater number the further you drive down the hallway.
Oh, guys, another reason why I don't like being down here.
Oh, ghosts. I haven't seen these in a ghost stage, actually.
Hey, 2 deals. Did you hear the story about the man named Luigi and his ghostly mansion?
No.
Oh, right, Luigi. I built Luigi's thingy. Guys, keep these guys busy for a minute while I just build a ghost trap, because that's a thing that we have in Blades in Paradise.
You have a what?
Yeah, so so canonically, Fisher Price worked for the famous family and was an engineer. He knows how to build Luigi's ghost trap. He just needs time, and so you just 3 keep him busy while I build Luigi's ghost trap to trap the ghosts. No big deal.
Why would you trap him?
Would you rather they kill us?
I mean, it seems kind of mean, actually. I mean, what kind of amoral jerkwad would capture a ghost or put it in a bottle or maybe shove it into the body of someone else? I mean, it would take a real amoral, calloused-souled...
Gee, you have no idea. The vampires are burning the souls like coal in an incinerator.
You said a bunch of words that I understand, but not in that order.
Yeah, exactly. I'll tell you when you're older. Anyway, we either need to bust these ghosts or they're gonna bust us.
Does busting make you feel good?
And busting always makes you feel good. I'll tell you when you're older.
Oh no, I got this.
As he puts on his brass knuckles on each hand, you notice that they do have some carvings in them, like runic type carvings. Pops them together and there's a little bit of a spark to them.
Roll skirmish to punch a ghost.
You're gonna punch a ghost?
That's actually a thing the Cutter has a feature for, and I'm pretty sure that's what Justin has.
It is!
I have never seen Justin smile that wide.
I know!
This is exciting.
Close. I got 2 5s.
On a 5, you punch the jaw of one of the waltzing couples punch the man right in the jaw, and as your fist connects with where his spiritual mandible would be, you see the spark of electricity as your knuckles flash green on the runes that you have carved into them intricately by hand, and he dissipates. But in doing so, he sparks you, giving you a take a level 1 harm of missing eyebrows.
Oh, yeah, that happens.
You bobbed, but you didn't weave.
Right. I do know Bob, but...
The other specters, seeing the initial one essentially be exterminated, begin to spin in a counterclockwise pattern, deviating from their previous rotational cycle, and begin slowly whirling around your cart, and then faster, and then faster, and then faster, and faster.
Guys, I'm getting a little...
I have an idea, and I would like to, because we're in, like, the sewage, right? They're spinning around the sewage?
Yes.
Or above the sewage?
Yes, above the sewage.
I would like to do a donut in the sewage to counterspin them.
Okay, so give me a tinker roll to try to drive the car, Tokyo Drift style.
That is a 1 and a 5.
With a 5, you are going to... Let's see here. With a 5, you start driving forward. The ghosts continuing to cycle around you as you push forward. They're following you in step with your movements. You cut the wheel hard, catching it just perfectly, enabling you to spray them with all of the liquid filth that lies below the wheels of your golf cart, and scattering 2 of them off into the distance. But I am going to say that you do pop a tire as a result of that, on that mixed success.
I had a feeling the golf cart was only going to go so far. It's fine, I needed to galvanize it anyways. I had a power source, and I would like to, while Queen and Riley take their turns, I would like to galvanize the power source of this thing to power my anti-ghost bomb I'm building.
Sure, give me a tinker roll, and take a bonus die, because that's really cool.
Alright, a 6 and 2 3s.
Alright, you start connecting all of your gear to the battery of the golf cart, and are getting ready to make a makeshift EMP.
You guys just keep them busy. I'm going to be able to fry them, give me 10, for some reason I feel like 12 seconds is the right amount of time.
So precise, our leader.
I don't know why. It feels like it's more than 6 seconds, but less than 18 seconds, and I don't know why I'm using it in terms of 6 seconds.
This guy's your leader? I thought you were humoring him.
Oh no, we take our leadership very seriously.
Also, you do it in 6-second increments because that's what's been ingrained in us for 50 years.
That is the entire joke is that, yes. Yeah, I figure after you and after Lane and Tawny each take a turn, then I set off my EMP and fry the ghosts.
Sweet.
I can't really do anything. I got nothing to do with ghosts.
I mean, you can, quote, attack them. It just, so, it mechanically, I think it works the same way Resistance does in a lot of games, where, you can fight them off, it just won't be as effective as if you have magic brass knuckles.
You're going to have a reduced effect, is what it comes down to in Blade. So you just need to distract them for your turn. It doesn't need to be a kill shot. You just need to come up with a clever way to make them not pay attention to Fisher, because if you fail, they will interfere with him and stop him from doing what he's doing.
I got an idea. How far away are they, distance-wise?
You have evaded 3 of them. 2 of them are cycling around you, probably about, we'll call it 10 feet away. They're in the process of waltzing Matilda.
I have demolition tools. I'm gonna put together a Molotov cocktail real quick. and throw it like 20 feet behind us so that they try and chase the Molotov cocktail.
Let's see. Give me a deception roll, or in Blade Portents, it would be 20.
Yeah, that would be a 1.
So I have a feeling how this is going to
Yeah.
go, since you just lit a firebomb in a room full of methane and poop.
This
I
is
mean,
fine.
you don't know. That's metagaming, man.
I'm a scientist. It's literally my job to know how this interchemical interaction will work.
Why does this show keep doing this?
Did I tell you guys it's my birthday and today my parents are supposed to come and bring me my little
You
present?
remove a bottle of Famous Nathan's magical, mystical wonder tonic from your coat. You stuff a handkerchief into it. Actually, you don't have a coat or a handkerchief. You remove it from somewhere on your skin-tight bodysuit. Where you're getting these wonderful toys from, I'm not certain. For someone who is wearing a skin-tight bodysuit, how do you have the load? You have a load of, you have a heavy load at this point. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to start marking you down for points.
I do have a cloak. I have a fine shadow cloak. Actually, the fine shadow cloak is free.
Some of the things in our load don't actually consume uses. It depends.
No, I know. I'm being facetious. So you remove the bottle from your cloak, and you rip off a piece of fabric, stuff it in, and you go to light it. But when you do, before you can touch the lighter to the rag, a giant fireball explodes around your hand. Take burnt knuckles as a level 1 harm, causing you to drop the bottle. The ghosts are now spinning about 5 feet away.
But no, my cloak doesn't cost anything, so I'm still at 4. I do keep track.
Yeah, your clothes are a free item.
The burglar tools and the climbing tools and the bottle and I'm teasing Queenie.
I haven't done burglar toys. Those were Tawny's. I did the goggles, the climb.
I feel like we expressly came with a heavy load because a lot of our stuff is tools and not like a bazooka.
We haven't tracked load this entire time anyway. I'm being difficult.
But my climbing gear, my goggles, throwing knives.
I literally said I'm carrying around a giant ass duffel bag.
But no, I seriously am at only a 4.
And I'll remind
right
you,
now.
my duffel bag just has hidden underneath all my shit a bomb.
You have burnt knuckles. You've dropped the bottle into the sewage. It has emptied out Famous Nathan's tonic where it belongs, in the sewage. And you are able... Oh no, I like it now. You are able to go forward. Exactly.
To be fair, the one that made the tonic is one you didn't like.
The ghosts are now rotating 5 feet away
Yes,
from you.
I was about to say, the bad Nathans, the ones that made the tonic. Tawny, you're up.
Tawny?
I have an inventory question that doesn't affect my turn, but just for flavor. So I've got a disguise kit, burglar gear, and a couple blades. Can that be a knife and a sharpened throwing card, like gambit?
Fuck yeah, I can.
Hell yeah. We'll see if that is
Now-
useful at any point.
Are you sure your name's not Channing and all that?
Oh.
No, it's not Tawny, it's Tatum.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's better.
It's one of my names. Okay, but in this situation, I think the most effect that I can have on a bunch of ghosts is to put my hands up and politely ask, whoa, everybody just wait a minute. Just give us a minute. Let's all get our bearings and, just please stop spinning.
Give me an attune roll.
All just a misunderstanding. Attune.
I really thought you were just going to start doing card tricks and distract them with close-up magic.
I did too. I was expecting close-up magic.
Consort would probably work too.
That's... Might have to pull out the big guns and do card tricks next turn, because that was a 3.
Yeah, on a 3, they start spinning faster and faster and faster and rotating around you. And one of them releases its partner, and scoops you up into the air. You are now dancing with a ghost. Take a level 1 harm of dizzy.
Alright, I'll do that. Fuck.
So, Fisher, you do have the option to blow off your EMP, but you do have one of your cohorts floating about 10 feet up in the air.
The sewage will break her fall. It's fine. Yeah, Tawny, I feel like we're in more danger if I don't do this, so I'm sorry. I pushed the ironically, I made one of my plungers the plunger for the detonator. And so I push down the plunger and fire off the EMP.
With a brilliant blast of blue and green light, the battery on the golf cart discharges the remaining juice that's left inside of it, blowing through Fisher's tools out into the ether. And it attunes to the ghost field, dispersing the remaining 4 ghosts. Tawny falls down 10 feet into the sewage. Give me a quick finesse roll to see how you land. See if you can do something cool.
Sure. Yeah, we have Bristol's action economy, yeah.
Did I get to keep my rope after we got past that thing?
I feel like you would have had to double back and remove your rope. It was physically holding a thing attached.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you tied it down, I think.
I got a 5 if that helps.
You can have 2 ropes. So. Yes, it does. You catch Queenie. You catch Tawny in a almost a carrying her over the threshold style, and yeah, you look really cool doing it, or you would look really cool doing it if it wasn't pitch black.
And shit.
One of the cool things I ever did that nobody saw.
Nerd. You're now up to your ankles in sewage. In a pitch black
Oh, it's getting in my boots.
underground tunnel. You can still hear the Victrola playing. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. There are no longer any ghosts, but you do hear the snarl of a grizzly bear. And that's where we'll cut our episode. Glades in Paradise is Paul Kinter as Fisher Price, Justin Langston as Bristol Myers, Queenie as Lane Bryant, M.L. Riley as Tawny Wildcard, and myself, Jim Remus, as Master of Ceremonies. Dami is our editor, and Allison is our producer. You can directly support this show at patreon.com/bardrockcafe, starting at just $3 a month. We've just updated our Patreon rewards, so now is a perfect time to subscribe. Subscribers can join us on Discord, can come play games with us, and receive access to ad-free episodes and an ever-growing library of bonus content. You can support the podcast for free by sharing us on social media, by word of mouth, or by rating and subscribing on your favorite podcatcher. Lastly, you support us just by listening. Thank you for listening, dear friend.